Hello. So I've been reading Brene Brown's Dare to Lead for my leadership class for my doctorate program. And this is the beginning of me just going through the journey of things I'm learning through my reading. And I have taken notes because I cannot remember everything because it's just such a dense book with so much information. So if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at all the notes I took and just giving you what I got from it. So some of the stuff I've been reading recently, something that really resonated with me in the reading that I recently did was that she mentions that success is not an individual thing. It's more of this collective learning, and that we as a society work better together historically and like genetically. And it's interesting because this is a conversation I have with my parents a lot. So my parents are first generation. I'm first generation. My parents immigrated here. And so they always talk about growing up in a small village. So a very small village in India with limited resources. And it was just a collective. Everyone was always helping each other out. One house would cook for everyone. One person would take care of the kids. Like everything worked in such a beautiful fashion, and so that like everyone supported each other. Nobody ever felt alone, and you just, no matter what happened, you always had support. And it's interesting because when they tell me that and they talk about all the togetherness and how the culture here is just so very different and individualistic, they're never happy about it. And it just kind of makes me think about how we talk about being independent, and, society is like, you want to be independent, you want to be strong. And I don't know if the two really go together in that sense. I feel like being independent is really isolating and it's really lonely. I feel like often I make choices and I'm not sure if anybody's going to be there for support. And I have my people, but just some interesting thoughts. But so another part that really resonated with me during the reading was the clear is kind message. And I really liked that because it was such a simple way to say something so large. And I think I'm gonna really try to apply that. It's hard even in this. Like I'm making this video and I'm trying to be clear, and sometimes it's just hard because you want to use a lot of words and you want to explain things the best you can, but sometimes it just gets in the way and it's very confusing. So I would say from this past reading, some of the things that I feel like I really gained from the reading was just more self-awareness and understanding my biases and my preconceptions a little bit better, which I think are going to help with my current leadership role. So I'm the chair of my Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee at work. And I'm also the only person of color in my workplace. So it's a really interesting position to be in. And I'm always in the position of, should I be vulnerable or should I not? Because I feel like I carry a lot of experiences that my other coworkers don't. So I guess, so another piece that I gained, and it's something I've always known about, is vulnerability. I know it's important as a leader, and it is a really hard thing to do, especially in the position I'm in as the only person of color. And I try, like I let them know that it is hard to be the only person of color in the workplace, and then also be trying to create this increased sense of belonging and awareness and inclusivity in our workplace when everyone's coming from different backgrounds. So that's been interesting. I definitely felt like some of the things I already was aware of was how committed I am to the role I have taken on and how important it is and what different leadership styles are. But being more empathetic is something I think I could be better at. Okay, well, I'll see you guys next week.